Jerry. He's my husband in the play. Isn't that right, love?
That's right. And this is my wife, Sarah, in the play.
We're not married in real life.
Oh, we're not married. We're just actors, playing a role. Her real name is Valerie.
And his real name is Eoghan. Just actors in a play.
It's a play about dementia and about what that is.
But it's not really about dementia at all, is it? Not really.
No, you're right. It's not really.
In fact, you might say it's a play that's not about dementia at all.
Not about dementia. No, not at all. It's a play about people, about life. A play about memories and what they mean.
What we remember, and why we remember some things better than others. How sharing memories can help people to feel better.
How it can bring people closer. And about what happens to those memories when we get a little older.
Forgetting things, remembering some things differently. So that's the play.
That's the play. Neither of us has dementia, though both of us might do one day.
So you might think we know nothing about it, and we don't. Not really. We don't know what it feels like, what it means to a person.
We're here to see if we can show you what little we do know. But all we have are echoes, like distant bird songs.
Echoes of what dementia is and how it affects a person. And we made this play so that we all might understand it a little better.
And it's not easy to understand or to think about. It's not easy at all. But just like the songbirds, if you listen very carefully, you can catch half-heard songs and memories. You can catch fleeting glimpses of what it is. Memories. They're like songbirds. Sweet and brash in the morning, full of life and love, and loud enough to wake even the sleepiest of souls. In the daylight, they soften, dimmed by the weight of the hours. And in the evening, they're sweet and quiet, fading into the twilight. The dawn chorus is forgotten, and the light of the setting sun settles over the world, muffling the larks and the linnets. And once that star has slipped behind the hills, the birds are quiet, as if they've forgotten everything. But if you listen very carefully, if you concentrate, you can still hear the echoes, swimming among the stars. Memories of songs, of mornings, memories of the wind and the rain, the sun and the clouds. They're not lost, not misplaced, just displaced, if you were. But they're still out there, somewhere. We just have to listen a little harder, and sometimes fill in the gaps with the songs in our own hearts. Isn't that how it starts?
Forgetting things, just little things.
Things you take for granted, like...
What are we doing today?
And?
What did we do yesterday?
And?
Why did you put the milk in the cupboard?
And?
Where did you put the remote control?
You don't notice, not even if you were married to them for 30 years.
You're so used to being with them, so used to sharing your life that you compensate.
You don't notice, or you blame it on the drugs, or tiredness, or maybe it's your hearing.
And you don't notice that you are filling in the blanks, finishing sentences, excusing the unreliable mind of the one you love.
Milk? In the cupboard? What do you like?
Have you lost your marbles altogether? I told you we were going shopping at least 3 times.
Very cunning. Hiding the remote like that. And with the dog's toys? Very cunning.
Do you not remember what David told you, Jerry? It was only yesterday afternoon, for God's sake. I reckon you're going to do Lally, I really do.
Head like a sieve. And you compensate. And correct.
And you write notes to yourself, in case, you know.
And you put the milk back in the cupboard.
And he laughs and puts it in the fridge.
But you can see it in their eyes.
Questioning. Concern.
And you laugh it off. Until the next time.
And the next time. I spoke to Dr. Gallagher. Quietly, you know, about all of these sorts of things. He put my mind at rest. And the leaflets were very helpful. And the Google machine was really useful. I was reading up all about memory. He goes on about his songbirds. But to me, our lives are written in a book. Each page a separate moment, written as we experience it. But every time we go back to that memory, there are penciled in notes in the margins, words crossed out, those sticky post-it notes and all sorts of changes. Every time we remember, the memory is different. Not false, not wrong, but changed by life and experience. Jerry's book is missing a few pages from near the end, but all the early chapters are there, and I hope they'll be there for a long time to come. That's what I hope. And it's what you hang on to, that the pages won't be ripped out, that his life will still be written down, remembered, real. He'll still be Jerry, my husband, the father of our children, the man I married 30 odd years ago, my Jerry. Hello, Mr. Maguire.
Oh, how are you, Doctor?
I'm well, and yourself, Mr. Maguire?
Aye, well, I was expecting to see Dr. Can't remember his name.
Dr. Gallagher.
That's the bug. Not here, is he?
No, Dr. Gallagher is away on holidays. You'll have to put up with me, I'm afraid.
Anywhere nice?
I'm sorry?
Anywhere nice? Has he gone anywhere nice?
Crete, I think.
A lovely spot.
So, yes, you're here about?
I don't know. My wife said Dr. Gallagher wanted to see me.
All right. Any idea why?
None whatsoever.
So, you don't know why you're here?
No. That's your job.
All right. Let me see. I see you're on beta blockers for your heart condition.
Oh, yes. Those little things are serious. I'm wandering around as if I'm in a daze.
Yes, they can have some very unfortunate side effects. I see your wife was worried that you were a little forgetful.
Head like a sieve. I bet you that's what she said. And she's right. I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. But she's worse, mind. See, when she's talking to the children, she gets their names mixed up. Angie gets David, and Philip gets Angie and the other one.
The other one?
Aye, we have 4 kids.
Angie, David, Philip, and...
The other one. It's daft. Head like a sieve. But Sarah's worse, mind.
I see. Well, usually in this case we like to do a few little tests.
Tests? Tests, she said. And I asked her, what sort of tests? And she says,
on your memory and motor skills, just to see if we can work out what's going on.
And I said to her, there's nothing wrong with my driving. I've had a clean licence for the past 30 years.
No, not that sort of motor skills.
Tess, as if I was some sort of school kid. Listen here, all of you. I know you mean well. No, hear me out. I know you mean well. But I'm not a baby. I don't want you wrapping me up in cotton wool. I have Alzheimer's. Aye. But I'll burst your heads if you carry on treating me as if I'm some sort of a millet. You should have seen their faces. I know they mean well, but I feel suffocated with good intentions. Do this, do that. Don't do this, don't do that. I listen to them. I nod and I smile. And then I go and do what I want to do anyway. Oh, and those vitamin drinks. Vile. The kitchen press is full of them. I slipped one to the dog. No one was looking. And he wouldn't even touch it.
Would you look at him? He's a big child, so he is. But he's happy. It takes him off into his own little world. It's all the memories there in one place, so even if he doesn't remember, he can just flick through the photos and you can see his face light up. And do you know what's really strange? You know they say every cloud is a silver lining. Well, the yoke, as he calls it, it's brought us closer together. We can sit on the sofa for hours and chat about the old times. The parties and holidays, the weddings and the wakes. And we forget all about the Alzheimer's. It's just us, sharing the life we've had together. It's helped him find himself again. The Jerry I married. The Jerry I love. Even when he is acting aged.